In a world where everything is about convenience and efficiency, the healthcare industry is jumping on board too. It's adapting services to meet the needs of today's patients. Hi, I'm Tran Bowie, and when I'm sick, the last thing I want to do is to make an appointment or sit in a waiting room. Take a look at this. SmartMed drive-thru is making our lives easier. Right now, located in Roswell, it is the very first drive-thru medical clinic where patients can receive quality health care without leaving the comfort of their cars. It opened in 2022, and they have already treated nearly 3,000 patients. We are even seeing others in the medical field follow their lead. The people behind this innovative approach are Stacy and Dr. Luke Lathrop. Okay, so when I heard of this, the first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, brilliant. And the second was, why didn't someone think of this sooner?
Honestly, I don't think the country was ready for this before the pandemic.
Okay, so let's talk about, I call it a game changer, this concept. How did this even start?
Well, as an ER physician, we'd been seeing waits as long as 12 to 18 hours in the ER. Patients have been trying to get in with their primary care docs and told they couldn't get in for 6 or 8 months. Stacy and I felt like there had to be a better way. So we had started COVID testing for approximately a year, and as we were registering patients in line, we'd hear that, oh, can you check us for an ear infection? Can you see if we have strep throat? Can you do other things?
Yeah, and it was around the same time I had to take my 1-year-old in for ear pain to the pediatrician, and we had a 2-year-old at that time too that was in the car with me. We pulled up to the pediatrician and we realized that we couldn't actually go in because it was closed for COVID. So at that point, the pediatrician came to the door and opened up and did the evaluation right there of my child while he was in the car seat. And it was absolutely amazing. I mean, took only a few minutes, and I didn't have to drag both kids inside and worry about them catching germs. So I just started thinking, why is this not the standard of care, and is it even possible? And we began thinking.
That's where we came up with SmartMed.
Well, I mean, light bulb moment right there.
Sometimes I tell people about the concept and it's difficult for them to understand. It's new, it's different, it's innovative. We're the first drive-through medical office in Georgia, possibly even in the United States. But more importantly than that, we're focused on quality. We're not going to sacrifice quality for efficiency.
I have personally been to SmartMed, actually my entire family, and you said it's going to be 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes. I didn't have to make an appointment. I didn't have to sit in a waiting room with a bunch of other sick patients, and then I didn't have to try to find childcare or whatever it is, stop everything I'm doing to go in. So can we talk about that and how it has really it sounds so dramatic, but it has impacted lives?
Yeah, it really is just so incredibly easy. I mean, the patient pulls up, they're registered in a couple of minutes. Someone comes and takes their vitals. Then the provider comes over and does a thorough evaluation. If they need to swab for something, for a lab test, then we'll swab at that point. And then the patient drives off. And that's why the visit is actually only 7 or 8 minutes. At that point, then we take the specimen into our lab. We run the lab, and usually the labs are anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to run, depending on what kind you need. And then as soon as that result comes, we show that to the provider, and the provider calls the patient with the diagnosis, the results, and the treatment plan. We send in the prescriptions, and all of that really occurs before the patient even gets home. It's so fast.
Oh, it was so fast. And then and for me, it's important too, because you're not feeling well, but your staff is so friendly. Everyone is so helpful. I get that follow-up call. It's not a dread anymore. So let's talk about safety. Because of COVID and what we've experienced, safety is a major concern, and this is something you still address even though it is a drive-through.
Yeah, something we really like is there's no contact and sitting in a room full of other people with strep or COVID or flu. You might come in with a bug, but you're not going to leave with a bug, not from us anyway.
Right. You know, one thing that I'm really thankful for is that this has really had a big impact on the underserved community and communities with those with elderly and people that are physically disabled, and children that are on the spectrum that are not comfortable with going into doctor's offices. It's been really special for them, and a lot of people have actually called it a life changer, you know, us being able to deliver this quality medical care right at the door. And so, you know, our heart is just so full being able to give back to the community that we live in this way.
Well, and I believe that. I've been a witness to it. And when you're talking about the children, I'm not going to tell all the parents out there, but you do have a little stash of toys.
Always leave with toys, yes.
I love that. And I can bring my dog, but you're right. People, for the elderly, they don't have to get out of their car. There's not that stress of the whole process. So I love that. So let's go through the list of services. I mean, you're doing the checkups. You're definitely doing COVID testing. So let's run through your services.
Sure.
Yeah, so we can pretty much do it all. We can do everything from upper respiratory testing, such as RSV, COVID, flu. We can check for mono, pregnancy tests, urinary tract infections, things like ear infections, sore throats. We've even removed foreign bodies from a person's ear. A couple. And then we can do splinting, sutures, staples, suture removal, everything.
I think what's special about us is that combined, there's about 50 years worth of emergency medicine and hospital experience with our team. And so they are prepared and able to do all of these things. And we are, we are providing urgent care services, but without the urgent care fees.
Right. And and I do want to address that because Luke is a doctor. There are trained professionals. So you do take this seriously. So it's not just a fad. It's not just a trend. It's not just a one and done. So I appreciate that. And then you talked about the cost. Let's talk about that. What happens?
Well, when we were very intentional about every piece of this model, we wanted to make it patient-centric. Everything is for the patient. And so when we credentialed with the insurance companies, we did so as a general medicine practice. And what that allows us to do is offer these urgent care services, but at primary care copays for most of the plans. We're in network with all major plans now, so Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, Medicaid, even Amerigroup, CareSource, United Healthcare, Cigna, Humana. Yes. So, and if someone doesn't, and there are a lot of people that aren't insured right now because it's difficult as a small business owner to get insurance. And so we offer really affordable rates for those people as well that are well below those others in the healthcare industry.
I love that. And because I've been there before, I like that it's all in the system. I just show up. Yeah. Give me my name, my birth date, and we're set to go. Okay, so I feel like this is such a great idea. I just want to shout it from the rooftops. So what is your future? What's next?
Well, we're excited about the future. Yeah. We've been in the Roswell community for over a year doing our drive-through medical care. We're looking at other communities in the metro area and even other communities across the country.
Yeah, we just want to keep making sure that we're providing a wonderful place for people to work where they love serving our patients and keep asking the patients, what is it that you need, and over-delivering at every piece of the medical experience.
So you're in Roswell, but that doesn't mean our friends in Woodstock, Kennesaw, Alpharetta. So talk about the area that you feel that you cover. You probably cover all,
We see people from everywhere. Alpharetta, Johns Creek, Woodstock, Marietta, Kennesaw, Roswell, Milton, down in Sandy Springs. People are driving up because even if it takes them 20 minutes to get to us, 30 minutes to get to us, they're still going to get back a lot faster than if they went to an urgent care and they're next to them.
Right. So at the end of the day, I know this was probably your baby, this great idea. At the end of the day, what's important to you when it comes to SmartMed?
Well, most important are our patients. We love taking care of them, and I think they can tell that when they visit us, that we honestly care about them and they're getting better. We've done what we can to drive efficiency so that they can get in and get out, but more than anything, it's quality care that we want to provide to them. They know that we're going to take good care of them, and that's what we care about.
We also want to make sure that they feel heard. I feel like that's one of the biggest problems in healthcare today is that people aren't feeling heard. And we will have patients actually tear up sometimes when they come to us, and we'll hold their hands. There are people that are saying that they finally feel like someone's actually taking care of them instead of just pushing them through. And that's really important to us, is just remaining here for the community that we live in and then finding additional ways to serve.
So as you can see, SmartMed is really revolutionizing healthcare. It seems so simple, yet what a huge impact it's making on our lives. Convenient, efficient, and even better, a nice staff. So here we go. Save this information and share it with everyone. SmartMed is located at 480 West Crossville Road in Roswell, open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, go to smartmeddrivethru.com. Also follow on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching.